Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brandon back here with another video for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me. And today we're going to be talking about, should you trade options? Is this something that's going to be for you? Is it going to be beneficial or is it going to be costly? We're going to be going over those things in this video today. But before we get into those specifics, make sure to hit that sub button. It takes like 1 second to do and it helps out the channel so much. I'm posting videos Monday through Friday with an occasional Sunday video if I have time for it, and I go over things under the financial umbrella, whether it's the stock market or financial news. So if you're interested in that, please hit that button and like this video if you enjoyed today's video. But with all that being out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. So like I just said, today we're going to be going over if you should be trading options, if it's going to be meant for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is just give a very quick overview of what options are, and then we'll go from there. So options are just basically giving you the right to buy or sell a stock at a certain price. So say a stock's at $100 and you think it's going to go to $120, and you could buy a call option for $110 by a certain date. And that's basically saying you have the right to buying 100 shares at $110, and that means you'd make $10 profit per share, and each options contract is worth 100 shares. So in theory, you'd be making $1,000 per contract on that, just from having your contract expire and exercising that contract. There's a lot more nuances and fine details to it. If you guys want me to go a little bit more in depth on it, I can remake a video or I can make a video on it. So just drop a comment below if you need me to go over more of the basics of options with that. But with that very simple quick overlay, let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into it. So I'm going to be going over the risks of options trading, as I think that is probably the most smart thing to do when you're trying to figure out what options are, because a lot of people only talk about the upsides of options. A lot of people don't really discuss the downsides of it, so that's what I'm going to do right here for you guys. But the downsides of options are, you can lose all the money you put into an option, and it can happen very quickly depending on the expiration that you choose for the option. So say you wanted to do a January 15th option, and you put $1,000 into it because you think the stock's going to just shoot up crazy fast, and it doesn't do that at all. It goes down, and then at the end of the week, you don't know what to do. And at the end of Friday, your option expires, and since it's not in the money, you've lost your complete investment. And so that's what people hate about options, is just the volatility and scarcity and worry that you could lose all the money that you put into your options. That's why whenever you're trading options, it's really smart to have great risk management and not putting more into a play than you're comfortable with losing. Because if you're over leveraging yourself and putting more in than you probably would like to admit to lose, you're doing options wrong. You're gonna blow up your account and you're gonna end up being a sad person because of it. So just understanding that the risk is great on whatever you put in, and just understanding that a lot of options expire worthless, and you just have to be smart about how you approach it. You could do decent with options. And also, if you want to do the safer way of trading options, I'll drop a link down below about trading credit spreads, and that's pretty much the safest way you can trade options to get the most consistent income. So if you're interested in watching that, I will drop a link down for you guys. And now just the next point I wanted to bring up, just to let everybody know that long-term investing is much safer and smarter for the vast majority of people out there. And the reason why I say this, long-term investing is way better for people that have full-time jobs, can't stand the fluctuation in prices of options and the volatility of it, and that just simply don't like having swings in their account, or they just want more safety. And for those reasons, I would probably say 90% of the people plus should probably just not even worry about options. Just set it aside, keep doing what you're doing with long-term investing, and just keep it going from there. Like, the craziest thing you guys will probably ever want to do is like selling covered calls or selling a put. But other than that, you probably shouldn't even realm in the realm of options trading. So, because just like day trading, a ton of options traders lose money. It's not pretty. Very, very few people are really profitable doing it. And so that's why it's not really recommended for a lot of people. And I'm definitely not recommending it to a lot of you guys, probably. And another big important thing about options trading is you really have to understand how options trade, how they operate, and with particular trades, the amount of risk you're taking, and just all the things under the umbrella that encompass trading options. You have to understand how little time you could have on certain contracts, how much that will waive the contract price, if it's even worth it for you to put your money in, how likely you are to lose your money. You have to really dive deep and understand what you're doing, because anybody can get lucky on a couple trades. That's the world. People get lucky sometimes. But if you want to be consistently profitable through time, you have to really understand what you're doing and have a real plan for you to even want to be successful with trading options. But now the plus side of options, if you're doing it correctly and you get on a roll and you're just going really great, you can make a lot of money quickly. Now, I know people always say, stay away from get rich quick schemes. You can't get rich quick, it's impossible. While it's not in your favor to happen, if you do hit a good few plays in a row, you can definitely make your portfolio go crazy high quickly. It's definitely out there. Options trading is just high leverage trading. If you get things right, you can make hundreds of percent, if not a few thousand% swing trading if you're doing it right, reading what you want, and really maximizing the potential of options. Now, is this going to happen all the time? Absolutely not. But is it possible for you to make a lot of money in a short time period trading options? It definitely is. I'm sure you've seen, this is an extreme example, so don't think you should be doing this, but Wall Street Bets, you see people all the time making crazy gains, but on the flip side, you also see them making crazy losses. So that should just give you a sneak peek about how crazy options can really be, and if you should really even want to start doing it. But I will say a great thing with options, and what I personally like to do, and what I think everybody that has the time for it should do, is that it's a great way to complement your long-term account. And the reason why I say this is maybe not all the times you should be trading options, but it is a great way if there's a volatile time in the market or something's happening in a news event, whatever the case may be, that you don't really want to buy any stocks very long term, but you see an opportunity. Options is a great way to really maximize on those events, because you can either buy calls or puts or whatever the case is, whatever you want to do with the option. And you can try to take advantage of the short, brief stints of volatility to try to make a lot of money. And if you really implement this right with your long-term account, you could honestly maybe even make more trading options in a month out of the year than you could make on your long-term in the whole entire year. Now, it's, again, not impossible to do. Is it hard to do? It definitely could be, especially if you're newer to options. But with options, you just have to take advantage of what the market is giving you. You don't try to force things. If you try to force things with options, you'll lose all your money. But it is definitely possible to make a substantial amount of money from a little amount of money with options. Now, the more seasoned you are, the more you understand, the more likely it is for you. Just understand, when you're first starting out trading options, you're probably going to lose some money, but that's very common. Everybody loses money in the stock market. They say they don't, they're lying to you. Everybody has lost money at some point in the market. And just like I like to reiterate in a lot of my videos, if you're listening to somebody that knows where the market is going to go, is really hyping you up on a play on a company, and especially if you're paying them, stop it. You don't need to listen to those people. They are not telling you the truth. Nobody knows exactly where the market is going. And if they do, they need to be put in jail, because that is not how it should be. But please don't listen to people that are telling you they know exactly where the market's going to go in the next month or two. They are full of crap. They don't know what they're saying. They are trying to have you pay them money. And it's an ugly side of this part of the world, the financial industry. People like to take advantage of other naive people. So please just be aware. Try to learn things on your own so that way you can really understand the stock market and what people are trying to tell you, and that you can make your own assessments and judgments based on that. But if you guys think you learned anything with if you should trade options or not, drop a comment down below and tell me. If you need me to go more in detail about certain things, drop a comment as well. I'll answer all of them. I appreciate you all for watching. And if you trade options or if you don't trade options, let me know too. I would love to hear from you guys. But I post videos Monday through Friday about the financial industry, the stock market, financial news. So if you're interested in that, please hit that sub button. It takes like 1 second to do, and it would mean so much to me. It helps out the channel so much. It goes such a long way. And I really love seeing all you guys just watching my videos. It's awesome. But with all of that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.